Good morning, it's Barbara. It's practically balmy out there. And it's pretty early, it's about 10. So, probably I'm going to be going out. I might have to go to the store, stop at the drugstore. So, we'll see how much I'm outside today. If it's not windy, maybe I'll take a walk. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee, which I haven't had my first sip yet. You're here for that. This is one of the yummy coffees that Verena gave me. Thank you, Verena. So, I had a revelation this morning. I got up a little later than I should have, but I went to bed later than I should have because I was reading a book. And I'm like, I have to get going. It's December 7th, day that'll live in infamy. And I haven't decorated other than poinsettias. And I could, call it a quits with poinsettias because you're so decorated when you have as many as me. But haven't decorated. I was laying in bed thinking and came up with a couple of ideas for Christmas cards. I did sketch a little bit last night, but nothing that I love and nothing that I painted. But, got the process going. So I have some ideas for Christmas cards. I will work on them today. But I warned Dennis this morning as I was getting dressed, I'm going to need your help. I got to get stuff out of the basement. It's time to decorate. It's Christmas. Ish. I don't know why I've been so slow. Everything's discombobulated this year. I had an event yesterday. So I ordered gloves from LL Bean. Last year, I lost one of my sort of thin layer gloves that just was leather on the outside and very, very thin knitted inside. But I wore them a lot. Very few days, well, in the dead of the winter, I didn't wear them very much because they weren't quite warm enough. But they were my go-to gloves. And I lost one last year. And I was really sad about that. So I ordered new gloves from LL Bean. And Dennis did too. We ordered them separately, foolishly. And his came. Mine didn't come. I'm like, why not? That's funny that it took so long. Yesterday, got a call from LL Bean. Why would they call? They called because my gloves were returned to them, undeliverable. She said, yeah, they were sent to John Colin in State College. I bought a lot of things for my dad from LL Bean because it was easy. He could look at them and I could order them, easy to send back. So my default address and person is my dad on my LL Bean account. That went right through the heart yesterday. So anyway, they're resending me my gloves to my house. But that was a little bit of a little stab yesterday. Anyway, reminding me that things are discombobulated this year. But I got to, as they say in the UK, I got to get a wiggle on. So I got to get a wiggle on, or I'm not going to be decorated for Christmas. Tomorrow, Aura and I are going out and about. Kim has a beautiful voice. She's a singer. She was a professional singer for many years. And she's in part of a very lovely choral group in her area, and they're doing their Christmas concert tomorrow. And it's up by where Jason and Allison live, and Kim lives up there too. So Allison and Aura and I are going to the Christmas concert. You might recall, if you're a longtime vlog watcher, that Allison and I went last year. And Aura was supposed to go, but she decided she didn't want, she wasn't going out. And I let her. And I was so sorry I did, because she would have loved that concert. Music and math are her two things. Music and math. And I said, next year you're going, period, end of story. We're not, there's no discussion. You're just going to go. Because she would have loved it. I felt so sorry that I let her decide she didn't want to go. She just gets in a mood. Well, I get it. It's tough for her. It's really tough for her. But it's not good for her to not go. And she would have loved it. So anyway, she's going tomorrow. We're going to pick up Allison at her house. Now, I'm trying to think if we should go a little early and get her out of the car that one extra time so she can go into Jason and Allison's house, because she's never been there. And we're picking up Allison, so maybe we'll just do that. I think on the way home she'll be too tired. But either way, she's going to that concert. So we're going to a Christmas concert tomorrow. And I'm going to start decorating today. I don't know how far I'll get, but I'm going to start decorating today. And I have a couple ideas for cards, so I'm going to get a wiggle on. Meanwhile, last night, I got a notice from my library that one of the cards that books that I had on hold was ready. It was the Dark Cerulean Sea, something like that. Everybody's reading it. But I put both the audiobook and the paper book, physical book, on hold. The audiobook came first, and maybe I should have listened to that. But it got me in my library, and I had a book out, and anyway, I read it last night. Till too late. And I had trouble falling asleep. And once again, it's ridiculous because it was a book I've read before. But I enjoyed it. So I read for the most of the night instead of knitting. But I did do some knitting. I added the gray from Sweet Sparrow for a transition, and then I added Twiddledee and Twiddledum, which, here it is, Twiddledee and Twiddledum, for a while. But as I was knitting and it was coming up so stripy, I wasn't loving that, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm kind of loving it. So I think I might make it longer. Make it a bigger panel today when I'm knitting. As I was going, I was regretting that I hadn't used this color as the transition color rather than the gray. It was just seeming samey to me. And, I felt like these two read very similar. So I thought, I don't know, but now that I'm looking at this stripy one, I'm really liking it. So I think I'm going to go back to that and give that a little more heft before I go to my new color today, whatever that is. But anyway, I did some knitting on there, and I'm changing my mind about my thoughts, because it's really very stripy at this width on the hat. I should have turned my camera on it maybe and looked at it, because I'm really liking that stripe now. So I'm going to keep knitting on this color for a while tonight to make this panel bigger. I think I'm going to do that because I'm really liking it in the window, so to speak. And I did start, well, and I think partly because I wanted to knit on this. you know, because I did the gray and then I'm doing black and white, and I'm like, I want to knit on this. So I'm adding this color, but I didn't even finish this panel, and I got an itch in my ear. I got interrupted for whatever, and then I decided to read. So I have more knitting, more yesterday's knitting to do today. But I decided to put the blue in, get some darker color in there, and then my thinking is that I'm going to put this next. But we shall see, because I'm going to open my advents now. So who knows? There you go. So that's what I did yesterday, and I read a book by Thomas Perry. Thomas Perry is one of my authors that I really like. He has a series, Jane Whitelaw series, where she helps people disappear. Battered women and people who, you know, need to disappear and change their names and lives and everything. And she helps them do that. She's a Native American, and so there's a lot of interesting stuff in the books about her background and her people. And I mean, not a ton, but it's interesting. And she's a great character. And he has another character. The first book in the series is called The Butcher Boy, and he is an assassin. Not an assassin. He's a hitman. I don't know what the difference is between that and an assassin. In my mind, an assassin like works for the government, but he's a hitman for the government. This guy's a hitman for the mob. Anyway, there are 4 books about the Butcher Boy and I really like them too. But this was a one-off book. Thomas Perry. I don't remember the name of the book. I'm going to open my advents now. I have got to start decorating. And I'm making fluff today. We're out of fluff, so I will be making fluff. Now, my fluff recipe, because somebody always asks me when I say I'm making fluff, is equal parts heavy cream, cream cheese, and full fat yogurt. I use 10% fat yogurt. Whip the cream, whip the yogurt and the cream cheese together. I already have the cream cheese sitting out, so it'll be soft. So whip the cream cheese and the yogurt together. Put in the whipped cream. Well, while I'm doing the cream cheese and the yogurt, I put in lemon juice. And I put in lemon juice to taste. Essentially, whoa. My thing is not very sturdy. Lemon juice to taste. Oops, that's not right either. And sweetener to taste. That's my fluff recipe. And then I put it in... then I put it in wine glasses and serve it to her in a wine glass. All right, I think I'm going to stop fussing with the phone. But anyway, so I'm making fluff today. That's my fluff recipe. Equal parts whipping cream, cream cheese, and Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. Although, now that I say that, I mean, we use artificial sweeteners, so I can't use any kind of sugar, but you could probably use flavored Greek yogurt and pick a flavor of Greek yogurt that you like and use that to flavor your fluff. I've also put in like a pint of blueberries and whipped them up in, you know, and that's worked out very well too. But with sweeteners, but to taste. I am almost always making it with lemon juice because I have a lot of lemon juice. And anyway, so I'm making fluff today, and that's the recipe. Equal parts heavy cream, cream cheese, Greek yogurt. Whip the whipping cream. Put in a flavoring. I use lemon juice. So whatever tartness you want. And this doesn't have to set or anything, so you can just taste it as you go along. Just taste it. Is that enough lemon juice? If not, put more. And sweetener. Put it in a wine glass. It's very elegant. She loves it. Even when she's full, she has room for fluff. All right, I just opened this, and I haven't shown it to you, but it's amazing. This is my yarn from Megan. Emerald. Emerald. Oh. Yeah, I gotta come up with a very good project to use Megan's yarns together with. And this is sparkly. I had to put my glasses on to tell. It's sparkly. So. Emerald. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So this was yesterday's. There's a little bit of this. It looks kind of black, but it's like a dark green. All right. Now, where's my little gifty? It was right here. Here it is. This is also from Megan. Pure Paw Ointment. I hope you can use this without allergies, though, because I'm allergic to scent. I have to be very, very careful. I'm one of those people who I just bought hand soap, and I had to open all the hand soaps, the liquid hand soaps, and sniff them at the store. Saves your skin as it soothes and smooths. Okay, so this is cream, moisturizing cream. Skin, lips, and makeup. Made from Australian papaya. Pure pawpaw with soothe dry lips, soften rough skin and cuticles, smooth down your brows, and can even be used as a skin highlighter. For best results, apply a thin coat frequently for external use only. I can't smell anything, my dear. Is it because it's not opened? That would be the reason. I did not make the hand creams unsellable. They had a pump on top. I just unscrewed the pump and sniffed. I didn't use any of the hand creams. I don't smell anything. I am very bad about using hand creams. Oh, Megan, I think I can use this. I'll let you know tomorrow if I remember. Megan and I often message. So remind me to tell you, Megan. Yeah, I can't smell anything. Yum. Oh, I'm very excited. Thank you. That's going right by my chair on my table that already has way too many things on it. We'll see how it rubs in. Thank you, Megan. Can't smell it at all. Very, very exciting. Very exciting. Thank you very much. She's good. Megan's good. Okay, day 7. This is Trilogy Yarn. But I think I'm going to knit more on that Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Looking at it this morning, I'm really liking those stripes. I don't know what I was thinking last night. I think I was tired of gray. I don't know. Yay! This is going to be next after the gray and white and black stripes, right? This is Dina. Where's my hat? Okay, this is absolutely, yep, absolutely next. All right, so I'm going to make the stripes bigger, and then I'm going to put this in. And that was what my hat will look like. What do you think? Oh, yeah. All right, I got brighter. I didn't put my light on today. That's it. But that gray, that stripy stripe is going to be bigger because it's too small. All right, I'm loving my hat. I'm loving this. And depending on what today's color looks like, this was going to be next. All right, Sweet Sparrow. This looks similar. No, but it's darker. I was going to say it looks similar to the pecan pie, but it's darker. Kind of a darker brown and kind of a reddish brown. Today's the 7th. This is Star Anise. Star Anise. It's sparkly. And it is. It's got a bit of a reddish color. This is going to be a good transition color in that hat, too. At some point. But not today. Today, I'm going to do more of the black and white and then the new color from Trilogy. But this is a beautiful, rich color. Yeah. So Pearl just went out. Did she do anything? No. She can hold her bladder for a long time. So Dennis just took her out. But she, poor Pearl, she is not allowed to have any fun. She was so sad when Macy got put outside in the backyard. And she can't go in the backyard by herself. She's not allowed. In 2 weeks, she can take 2 5-minute walks. She's not allowed to have a walk for 8 weeks. Very pretty. Maisie wants in. Well, she can wait. This is Crafty Toads. Ooh, this is pretty. This is, oh, very pretty. It's very neutral with just little splashes of color. Just little splashes of color, kind of corally colors. Very pretty. That might be good next. Oh, there's Maisie. That might be next. But I also have this. I think this is going to be next. And then maybe that. We'll see what tomorrow's color is. This is pretty neutral. I want to get it away from this very neutral color a little bit. So my hat is the unexpected turn, and my scattered petals. My cowl is the scattered petals, I think. I'm not sure. And again, a tea is my something something. Double spiced chai, black tea. So this is not caffeine free. So this is not what I will be drinking in the evenings. I did drink the other one of the other ones that she gave me. Okay, so, and last but not least is my art, my watercolor box. And look, I got a big giant box this time. Ooh, a tiny little wonderful watercolor sketchbook. Tiny little watercolor sketchbook. Look at this. And it's got rings so it opens wide. Oh, and it's smooth paper. Smooth paper, but I think it's hot press. I don't know. I'll have to see how the watercolor goes on this. This is cork on the outside. I don't think I've ever really touched this kind of cork. Christy likes this cork. She uses it sometimes. Look at that. Wow, I like that a lot. I like that. This is like for your purse. This is like for your purse, and you see something and you make a little sketch and you have it with you all the time. Very nice. Very nice. I'll be curious. And I love that it opens flat. When you're sketching and whatever, you want it to open flat. Be curious if the watercolor can actually works on that. We shall see. Very nice. Day 7 of Advent. Oh my gosh. And I've already been talking for 25 minutes. So, today is going to be a little more Christmas oriented. I do have to go to the store real quick, although Dennis could go, but I'm probably the one going to go. And I need to start decorating, so we're going to be bringing boxes up. So this house is going to be discombobulated before it gets bobulated again. And I have some ideas for Christmas cards. I got them this morning. So that's what I'm hoping to do today, and some knitting. We'll see. That sounds like a busy day for me. We shall see. Meanwhile, I gotta go. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay safe.